Today we're going to talk about social media for business, and we have Meredith here from Havana Co-working Collective, and I'd love to ask you why you think social media is important for your business.
That is a really important question. Social media is important for business because that's where everybody lives right now. There was a time when if you needed to find a new service or product, you would go to Google. I no longer go to Google for that. I immediately start searching hashtags in Instagram. And so I think for discoverability, it's really important for your business.
As business owners, some of us have a personal and a professional presence online. So I'd like to know from you if you have a separation of the two and how you do keep them separate between Havana and what Meredith is doing out in the world.
Absolutely, and I do have two accounts on Instagram. One is my personal account, one is my business account, and they are quite different. And entirely honestly, if you go to my personal account, it's just dogs. My business has a personality that isn't necessarily exactly the same as mine, and that's not that it's not authentic, it's just that the business has its own personality. And so I can reflect that in a business account in a way that I can't do it in my personal account.
What's your favorite social media platform to be on at Havana?
My favorite is hands down Instagram. And Instagram, being so visual, is so easy to consume. You enjoy just scrolling through your feed. And then from a user standpoint, as a new business owner, new to social media, trying to master another platform, it's easy because I can post a beautiful photo and the caption can be as long or short as I wish. And so the message can be as deep or superficial as I can handle at that moment, but I can still be participating daily. So there might be a time where I don't have a lot to say, but I can post a beautiful photo and basically have a caption that says, thinking of you, and be able to stay current on that platform.
Absolutely, I think that's really key is frequency. So do you have a secret sauce of when you like to share content, a certain time of day or day of the week? Have you found there's a nice trend that works for your business in particular that you want to share?
Well, I mean, I do look at the insights and I try to match that as much as I can. But even doing so, there's times where it surprises you. The insights say 11 a.m. on a Tuesday is when you're going to have the most visibility, and you post and it's crickets. Mm-hmm. So I think just finding, I try to work with the insights, but whenever I have the time to put it together, then I do. It's better to post than to not post waiting for the right time, because you really just can't predict it.
Do you use email marketing and your website in correlation with Instagram, or is Instagram really your bread and butter of where you're finding the most traction?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and that's something I'm struggling with. It is a lot to keep up with. So I do use direct marketing or email marketing. I do find it's easier for me to keep up on Instagram. So I do let people know, if you want to know what we're up to, what events are coming up, tune into our Instagram, because that's where I will be most commonly and where I will be posting the most content. And then I do the second platform the second method that I would say I use the most is email marketing. Then I know that the people who are receiving my emails are keenly interested to know what I'm talking about. And I find that personally the most challenging platform to feed content into, because email, I want all of my emails to be really meaningful and have a bunch of really valuable information and knowledge, and sometimes I just don't feel like I have that to give. But I know that the audience that's receiving it have all signed up for it. They want to know what I'm saying. Whereas Instagram, I give myself a little bit more leeway, because if they're not interested, they just scroll on by, and I don't think that they're going to dwell on it. But I would hate to bother somebody in email, so I know that they're really keen.